What's going on, my fellow devils? Welcome to a special Halloween edition, episode 180 to be specific of the Get Your Game On podcast. Here we bring you everything New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia, national and national sports. Unfortunately, I'm Grassani with an unfortunate fate this Halloween. So me, his inner demon to be specific, will be taking over as host of this podcast. And I'm joined this episode by Megan Cunningham, Alex Reich, and our special guest, Chris Kern. You can tune into the podcast on various platforms, including, by alluded to, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Answer Music, iHeartRadio, and YouTube. Also, follow us on social media at Get Your Game On P. With all that said, happy Halloween, and it's time to get your game on.
Wait, what the fuck? What are you doing here? Get out and stay out!
What in the flying fuck?
Sorry, guys, I have no idea who that was.
What in the flying fuck is wrong with you?
I don't know who was trying to usurp this seat, trying to steal this show away from me. I have no idea what that was, but don't worry. I took care of him. He's gone. Whoever that thing is, that demon, devil, whatever it is, he's gone. I don't think he'll be coming back anytime soon.
You're the biggest nutcase I ever met in my life. Are you sure you're not on drugs? If I'm sure to bring you to that Teen Englewood football game for the championship this Thursday, should I bring you to that? Because you can't be scaring black people like that. You gotta give a nigga a heart attack. That ain't right. Chris, you made Chris want to quit the show again. We just got him back for the episode. Jesus. Chris was like, I don't know why I came back. I was doing my own basketball podcast with Alex.
Let's wait for a really quick intro here. We're so glad to welcome I can show our former co-host from season 1. Dude does a lot of great work in sports, and we're sorry to be back on our show. Welcome back, Chris Kern. How you doing? What did you think of that?
Thank you, Adam. Very interesting. It's
don't worry, he's gone. Whatever that thing is, he's gone. He won't.
We're good. We're ready to rock.
Only one in season 1 to not miss an episode besides Adam. Chris was the only one not to miss an episode.
Well, no, he. I think. Remember, he missed the summer because.
Yeah, besides the summer, he never missed an episode.
Let's go. I did not know that.
I think he was the one that didn't miss the summer. At least he told us in advance. Yeah. Alex has missed an episode once or twice. I have missed so many episodes. I think if Adam misses the show, we can't miss the show. We can't do the show because he does the editing. So I could edit, but I may put some cursing in our editing. I'll leave the pipe on.
Yeah, you know what he will. He'll literally all the things that we're not allowed to put in. He'll put in all of them, and then we're gonna get angry messages from Apple and Spotify that's saying that we can't take our podcast anymore.
Hey guys, what if the Joker got advice from Al Roker? That's me and my friend Andrew's joke. What if the Joker got advice from Al Roker? What do you think about that? Mm-hmm. You know what we got to talk about this episode? And me and Chris talked about this on the phone. Chris, we looked up days ago.
All right, guys.
College basketball.
All right.
Tells me that Kansas is number 1.
Chris, we brought you on to specifically preview the NCAA basketball season.
Hey, let me ask.
So we're going to right now. Michael, you've got the first question. Go ahead. We got Adam, the first topic.
Me and Chris, this is bringing back season 1. You feel me? Where me and Chris would debate about the Duke and Kansas games with Alex. We got Villanova, Kansas, and Duke back in the fold again. Fuck Rutgers because they're the joke of college basketball. No offense. So, Chris, you think Kansas could make it to the Elite Eight or the Final Four this year? You guys have a good team. I think I can win the Big 12. I think I can win the Big 12.
Win the Big 12.
Yeah, I can win the Big 12 conference. Alex, I don't know about Villanova. You are in the Big East still, but I won't trust it. I'm telling you this. Duke has the best freshman class this year. And they get the Boozer boys next year. God help you guys. God help.
Still got to produce. Like all freshmen don't win. That's not how you win in college basketball. So
you can win in college basketball as freshmen. There's only been one team to ever do it. To have all freshmen.
Who?
I think it was the 2012 Kentucky Wildcats with Anthony Davis.
That team, yeah.
Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. That team was stacked.
That's an exception. Yeah.
That was the only team to have all freshmen start.
I think they had probably only one guy who wasn't a freshman that played even.
I'm going to tell you guys this. If COVID didn't happen, the 2019-2020 Duke Blue Devils would have won that year.
Stop it.
They would have won that year. They would have won that year.
Stop it.
They were on a roll.
Who was not even on Duke's team that season?
They had Ron Carey, Cassius Stanley. They had a good team. They had a really good team that year. But we ain't gonna talk about that. So I'm gonna say this. Chris, welcome back. I consider you my Charles Barkley to my Shaquille O'Neal.
I think that's an interesting duo.
Hell yeah. Me and Chris had a show together. We will be cursing nonstop for the damn show. It'll be Chris's Christianity versus my hell raising. Oh yeah, to your viewers, me and Chris did a basketball game together. We did a basketball game. We didn't get picks, but me and Chris had a hell of fun doing it. Remember that?
Yeah, that was a fun time.
It was a Detroit Pistons versus Knicks game. But seriously, welcome back, brother. I miss you, brother. I miss having you as my co-star.
Yes, sir.
You big old piece of shit. We love you. You ain't shit, but we love you. But seriously. But it's good to have us back. You know, we all got to help. But Chris, tell me about your expectations for Kansas this year for basketball, for college basketball.
They're preseason number one for a reason. They have the best trio in college basketball: DeJuan Harris, Kevin McCullough, Hunter Dickinson. No team has a better best three players. And it's not a debate. The outside scoring is an issue, but when you think of the three best players on this team, no team has three guys who can match them on both ends of the floor. Harris and McCullough are the best defensive duo in the country by a long shot. They were elite last season, and they carried a pretty bad KU team too. I mean, they lost in the second round, but they got a 1 seed, so they overachieved a lot. And they added the best player in the transfer portal, Hunter Dickinson, who is so skilled as a big man on both ends of the floor. But the one issue, outside scoring is a real issue that they're going to have to – Bill Self's going to have to get creative offensively. But the depth is an issue. They don't have a ton off the bench that they can really rely on. So that's an area of concern. But at the end of the day, they have 7 guys who are really good, and that's all you need in the NCAA tournament in postseason play. But all it takes is an injury or something. You'll see what happens. But injuries hurt any teams, but just the lack of depth could hurt them some in the regular season more, and then maybe some people overreact to some losses because of it. But overall, this Kansas team has the star power, the coaching, and just the players to really go all the way. There's a few other really good teams. I really like Michigan State as a threat, and there's a few other teams, but Kansas is a favorite for a reason. And another team's gonna have to really show that they're better than them.
I agree with you 100%. Kansas has probably the best backcourt in basketball right now. I'll give you that. But I'm gonna say this: let's see the top 25. Hold up, I had it on my phone. Because Chris, remember we talked about this the other day?
Yeah.
Because we talked about this the other day, and we were having a great conversation about it when I had you on the phone. Hold up. All right, the rankings this year for AB 25. You have Kansas, you have Duke, you have Purdue, you have Michigan State, you have UConn, you have Houston, you have Creighton, you have Tennessee, you have FAU, Gonzaga, Arizona, Miami, Arkansas, Texas A&M. You have Kentucky, San Diego State, Texas, North Carolina, Baylor, USC, Villanova, St. Mary's, Alabama, and Illinois.
There's a lot of really good teams in that mix.
I'm going to say that. Alex, you guys are in 22, so how do you think Villanova is taking a step back? Because you still have Eric Dixon, but You guys, I say this: y'all be in the tournament. Y'all be a sweet elite. What's that? Round 32. I think y'all will make it. Y'all only won 1 or 2 games this year in the tournament. You win. I'll give you 2 rounds. Chris, I'll say Elite 8 for you guys. Duke,
all right.
Elite 8. Because here's the thing: you guys have the 3 best players, but I'm worried about your bench, though. That's the only thing.
For sure.
You can't trust your bench.
Sure.
Kansas always had, ever since y'all won in 2022, you guys, Kansas, they do really good one year after they win championships. When y'all won in 08, y'all did bad the other year. Last year, y'all did all right.
Yeah.
And Alex, tell me about Villanova, brother. What are your experts? What's your exceptions for this year?
Yeah, Alex, so you don't have to take this disrespect from Mike. I'll chime in after, but since it's your squad, you can go first. But I have a lot of thoughts, too.
You agreed with me that your bench is terrible, Chris.
No, I'm not talking about KU. I think you're really underrating Villanova, but Alex can kind of get into it first.
Come on, Alex. Talk your shit, brother.
Okay. So I know Villanova is in the different direction from this past season last year, and it's going to really come down to the offensive transition and the turnovers that they make. I really like how Justin Moore is proving himself to be one of the top Big East players out there, and just having Eric Dixon down low every time offensively will be a really big impact, especially against really solid teams like Creighton, UConn, to name a few. I know that the transfer portal has been hectic over the past couple of months for Villanova. They got Hakeem Hart from Maryland, Trey Borden, and I think a couple others. But I think that they are a really an interesting group this year. They are going to be really deep than a lot of people think, and I can without any hesitation, I can say that they are a Final Four team this year.
I agree. Actually, I love Villanova's roster. Like I talked about KU getting the best transfer, but I think Villanova might have the best transfer class as a whole in the country. Hakeem Hart, Alex mentioned, he's going to be a stud, probably start at one of the 4 spots that is kind of interchangeable. And then Burton, you mentioned, he'll definitely start. And then one other guy's TJ Bamba from Washington State. He's a really good scoring guard. I don't know if he'll start, but like he'll play big minutes. And then Justin Moore is one of the best players in the country. His health, he came back last year, played pretty well in some spots, I thought. But like having off season coming back, should be able to take the next step fully healthy. And I think he's fully healthy. I'd have to double check, but like those injuries are always tough to kind of get your confidence back. It'll be interesting to see kind of how he excels. But like I don't think he's gonna have to do like as much as they needed from him last year. Because like this team, they missed a tournament, didn't they? Yeah, they did. But like the way they ended the season,
sorry to cut you off. They just barely missed the tournament,
and like they barely missed it. And he returned. There was some point he returned pretty late in the season, I think. But when he came back, they were a really good basketball team. Like they were definitely top 25 team with him, probably even top 15-ish. They were really good and could have been a threat. But like Justin Moore is one of the best guards in the country. Eric Dixon's really good down low, and they have a lot of versatile wings and good guard play. Archie Yakno's down, but I think him and Armstrong kind of are a solid point guard that you can count on. And I also think there's going to be some spots where they just let Justin Moore kind of initiate the offense and play kind of the more skilled players with Bamba, Hart, and Burton kind of in the wing as well. So I think Villanova has a lot of options at the guard spot, and that's something that I know my Kansas Jayhawks definitely do not have, and a little jealous of that. But like Villanova's got a lot of versatility. I think they're going to really display it on both ends of the floor. And I think they win the Big East for sure.
Who do you think comes second in the Big East?
Marquette for sure. Marquette's really good. Villanova and Marquette's probably a hot take, for being honest, but I really like this Villanova team.
I think John Fanta picked Creighton to win the Big East last year.
I can see it. Last year, okay. Like, the top of the Big East is really good. Like, Villanova's the fourth highest ranked in the preseason. You got to think Creighton lost a couple guys, so I'm interested to see how they do. UConn lost a lot of guys. They still have a really good roster, but after winning a national title, it's impossible to repeat that success when you lose so many guys. Like, KU did about all they could last year. They got a 1 seed. They lost in the second round, though, because they just didn't have the beat talent. Like, they overachieved, got a 1 seed. Like, UConn could do something similar, but, like, UConn's roster just isn't quite as good. But, like, they can compete in the Big East. I think, like, Creighton's really good. You said John Fanta picked them. And I know a lot of people are high on Marquette. They got Tyler Kolek back and some good players. So, definitely it's going to be tough competition in the Big East. But I really think Villanova can get it done. And I think they can use the momentum they got to end last season, and I think they can use it to start strong this year.
What are your thoughts on Providence?
No, I don't know quite as much about them because they went through because they lost Cooley. I don't. Who's your head coach? Do you remember? Forgot who they got.
I think
blanking.
I don't think they're going to be as
I don't think.
People think
they're probably decent. But, like, anytime you lose a head coach, you're going to lose a lot of guys. And, like, they still got Hopkins.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they hired Kim English. I really like Kim English. But I think it'll take them a little bit of time to kind of get them to that level. Like, they have a few good players. So, NCAA tournament could be within reach. But the Big East is going to be really tough. So, I think they're clear. I don't think they can compete anywhere near those top 4 that we kind of discussed already.
Mm-hmm. Who do you think is going to win the most valuable player award for the Big East?
I would say it's tough. Probably Justin Moore, I think, or maybe Kalkbrenner from Creighton. I'll pick Kalkbrenner from Creighton. So I think the reason I like Villanova so much, I do think Justin Moore might be the best player, but I think I really like the reason I like Nova so much, and I really like the transfers they brought in to kind of complement him. So I don't think he's going to have to do as much necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I think because Creighton lost Nimhard and Kaluma, so they lost a few guys. So, like, they're going to have to rely on Trey Alexander and Kalkbrenner a little bit more than last season even. And I think that kind of hurt them a little bit. And when they didn't have Kalkbrenner last year, they were a bad basketball team. So I think getting him back, like, they were 6 seed, they made you Elite 8. Like, they were probably top 10 team in the country with Kalkbrenner. And I think they can be that. They will be that again this season with him, even with the losses that they had. So I think he's going to have a dominant season and win Big East Player of the Year.
You know, so you have to Tyler Kolek is also another name.
Tyler Kolek is really special. Yeah. He's probably the favorite for that award. I don't know if you probably saw Big East Media Day. Did he win preseason player in the conference?
I
would guess yes. I would guess he got that pick. I can look it up real quick.
I forget where it was.
But I would assume because Marquette's kind of the trendy pick and the team that people are really, really expecting to win the conference, and he's the leader for them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd assume he got that. But, like, there's a lot of talented players in this conference. I can't find who won the award, but, like, it was probably him. But, like, there's a lot. Like, if he did, it's really close because I'm sure Justin Moore got a lot of recognition. And The Korean guys probably got some love too. So like it's going to be all over the place in that conference. So super excited to see how that turns out.
All right, can I have the next question?
Sure.
Ask away, Adam.
Okay, you know me. I mean, you know me. Of all the people, Chris. Of all the people on college basketball, all the people on this podcast, I am into college basketball the least. So I'm gonna ask this one question. My team's Rutgers. What are your expectations for them this year?
I think they're a tournament team. I apologize. They made it last year, correct?
Yeah, they made it last year. Yeah.
Did they? Who'd they lose to?
Rutgers made it last year?
They definitely did.
They made it to a tournament. They lost in the first round, though.
I know. Princeton was in it, and FDU was in it. Shout out to FDU this year.
Like, I think FDU, that was a fun team. I'm interested to see how he does at Iona. I believe Rutgers brings back at least a few of their guys from last year. So, like,
they had the shortest starting lineup.
They got McConnell, Amoyu. I'm pronouncing that really bad, but Rutgers brings back a few of their guys. So I definitely think that they can compete. The Big Ten last year was so crowded. Like, it was Purdue, Indiana, and then teams like 3 through like 12 were just it was a mess. And I'm anticipating much of the same this season, quite honestly. I would need to make like projections. Like, I would have to actually like look at the schedule because like who plays who. Like, Rutgers will beat Purdue in January like they do every year. I'm sure they always win that game somehow. I don't even know. Even the worst Rutgers team win it. Like, they've been decent the past few years, but like I don't know. They'll win that game. So that'll be a big one for their resume.
Good, I can rub it in on Berardi.
I would love nothing more.
Wait, what do y'all said?
I said I could rub it in on Berardi.
First of all, fuck Purdue. First of all, they're dog shit. They lost to who they lose to last year?
FDU. That was FDU, and they lost.
I remember. John
FDU was bad.
You're an idiot.
Oh, he's gonna. That's one thing. Like, I talked to Alex about this. Like, we as sports fans have all had tough losses, but to lose to a 16 seed, like KU, we both got embarrassing losses in the tournament. But like losing to a 16, bro, like I don't know how I'd handle. I don't know how. I just can't even imagine how I'd react. It would not be good for anybody. Like,
yeah, my question is, how the hell are they ranked 3?
So, I mean, I think the big thing is you know what you're going to get from Purdue. Like, they bring back a lot of the same guys. Zach Edey, still the best player in the country. And, like, their guards weren't good or consistent last year, but, I mean, they're solid. Braden Smith is going to get a lot better. But, like, Purdue had their flaws in the regular season, but they were still one of the best teams in the country. And, like, I personally never thought they had a chance to win it all. But, like, they were one of the best 10 teams in the country for sure. So, like, the stability they had, and so that, like, why they're ranked preseason. We'll see how this year goes for them. But I think it's just that, like, they've won a lot of games the past couple of years, and when you bring back the same roster, you can trust those guys a little bit more. Because especially the big schools kind of get overranked sometimes in the preseason poll. Like, I hope this isn't the case with KU this year, but there's been a couple times like KU, Duke, like Kentucky, Carolina was number 1 last year. Like, a lot of teams just get overhyped, ranked partly because of big names, but like some other circumstances happen. Like with Carolina being number 1, that's because they made the title game or whatever. But like, there's just with some big name schools, it's just like they just get overranked sometimes. It happens. But so I think that's part of it. But like, Purdue's a really good basketball team. Like, I'll continue to troll them, but they're good. And if they made the Final Four, I wouldn't be shocked. I'm definitely not going to predict it. But they're a good team.
So I must have trolled me up in here.
I said I'm going to continue to troll Purdue, as I assume all of us in here are. But
first of all,
I never told Mike and Adam the story, probably. So you guys probably knew I went to the Final Four 2 years ago in New Orleans, and I had a chance to wait in line to meet Matt Painter, actually. and I decided against it as I felt he should have been coaching in the Final Four instead. Because that was after they lost to 14 seed St. Peter or 15 seed St. Peter. So I was like, I'm okay. I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my day in New Orleans, and he can.
Wait, were you on the show when we did this 2 years ago?
I don't know. I don't know why I wouldn't mention it, but maybe I wasn't, because it would have been right before the summer I probably took off.
Yeah, that's right. We started the show in
Final
March
Four
of 2021.
It would have been 2022, and Final Four was like mid-April, and I was in Texas a lot that time.
Yeah, so we did the show. We were doing the show then. Holy shit.
But yeah,
we getting old, you guys. I'm going to be almost 30 next year. We getting old.
It was, yeah. I'll troll man.
All right, I got a question for C Money. I got C Money for C Kern. Who you think is going to be the biggest bust for college basketball? That you think is going to be the biggest bust or the overrated team?
The team wise?
Yeah, and player wise.
Let me pull up top 25 real quick. I really don't see one of like the top 5. I really don't see one of them busting, if we're being honest. Because Kansas, I like, obviously. Duke, I'm not as high on them as you, but they're clearly still a top 5 or 6 team at least in my eyes. Purdue, I don't think they bust. Like, they could easily lose early. When I say bust, I'm not just saying they lose early in the tournament. Like, I'm saying like they actually like aren't good. Like, 1-game tournament, anybody can lose. I love Michigan State, so I'm not going to say them. Tennessee at 9 is a little high.
A little too high.
I don't think Gonzaga is very good. So them at 11, they might actually struggle. And they didn't get picked to win the conference either. St. Mary's is the betting favorite in that. So that's like, I think Gonzaga could really struggle. Also, FAU at 10 is a little high for them, but I don't think they bust.
Hold up. I also say Arkansas because you can't trust it.
Arkansas 14 is interesting. They lost some talented guys, but they had a really good roster.
That's too low for Kentucky. I would put them as number 10.
Up a little bit. We'll see, because Duke plays Kentucky and
at the Garden.
Who does Duke play in the Championship Classic? I don't even remember. Is it KU Kentucky?
It's Kentucky. Yeah, they play at the Garden.
Duke has Michigan State. Does Duke have Michigan State then? I don't even know. That's a week from today.
I'm looking at the schedule.
That should be next Tuesday.
Duke has Arizona
at the Garden. That's in Cameron indoors. They're playing in Cameron.
But the Champions Classic is what I mean, because that should be.
I'm trying to figure out. That's a good question.
That's 2 weeks from now, because KU plays Monday at Allen Fieldhouse, and I'm going. So there's no way they play in Chicago the next day. It might be like the 14th of November or something.
It's the 14th.
So it's a week later than normal.
They played the United Center. It says.
So those 4 teams are going to be fun.
Because doesn't Duke play at the Garden every year?
I bet they do again this year. Yeah.
They play at the Garden every year, not in the tournament at the Garden. It's like that huge tournament they have at the Garden.
But like, strictly talking from a bus standpoint, I think Miami's ranked 13th, and I don't know if they're a top 25 team. They're probably the one. Tennessee also, but Tennessee wins enough ugly games.
What up,
I think they'll be okay.
So the MSG game for Duke is December 20th against Baylor.
I will be at that game. I'm going to try to get tickets for that game. Who's down to go?
I wish.
Yeah.
Chris? Adam, me and you will go to that game. What do you say?
I
know one person that'd be down to go if I invited him.
Who?
He's on this podcast and he lives in Jersey now.
Oh yeah, he'd definitely go.
Yeah, Chris lives too far. Chris ain't gonna fly to Kansas just to come to a basketball game for us. Oh my God, he's on mute.
Especially not a Duke game. I don't know why it's muted, but I had to make sure I repeated that comment.
Okay. You know what I think's gonna happen?
What?
I think Rutgers is gonna face Duke in the tournament, and they're gonna pull off the upset.
I would love that, Adam.
Adam.
Oh my gosh.
Michael, do you know what I'm gonna do if that happens?
Adam, If that happens, I will shave my head bald. If you do that,
you're already bald.
nigga, I ain't bald. This is called a skin fade. Get it right. But Adam, you're telling me Rutgers will make it to the tournament this year? That was a fluke.
I think
they're gonna make the tournament.
I think they'll make the tournament.
Which I won't
probably
be
as a low seed, but I think they'll make the tournament.
Yeah, probably a 15 or 16 seed the most.
What were they last year? Like 10, maybe?
I think they were 10, I think.
That was too high for them. We all could agree that was too damn high.
Okay.
Adam, you know what Adam put for his team? He for last year for his Final Four, he put Rutgers, FDU, and Princeton all in his Final Four.
No, I did not do that. I have no idea.
Still probably better than your Final Four. Because those teams actually won games.
My Final Four was on point. Chris, I'm the best college basketball episode on here besides you. Thank you very much. Yeah. If me, you, and Alex would do a basketball show, it would get ratings. Let's just be real.
If we would. Who did Duke lose to last year? I'm not even asking this to be mean. I just don't remember.
I think it was Tennessee.
That did. I just watched that game actually.
That game was here's the thing. Tennessee had a good team that year, but they had that zone defense. Duke
Tennessee's those games just don't fun in the tournament, man.
You can't predict. Let's just be real.
Those games are tough.
If you say you have the perfect bracket in college basketball, you're full of shit.
No, it's impossible
to have the perfect bracket. Let's just be real. There's like at least 4 or 5 upsets in the college tournament.
No, easy. Like that's why I don't really care. Like brackets are fun, but like at the end of the day, I just want chaos. If we're being honest.
Guys, who would have thought FDU would have beat Purdue? I said it on the podcast. You gotta watch out for FDU. That's why I said they were my Cinderella team.
Yeah, a lot.
I said it on this, Adam. Right, I said it on the podcast about FDU.
I'm pretty sure you did. Sorry.
Probably one of the most talked about 16 seeds in a long time. I know a lot of like big sports players like them for the reason that they want, just like small team and just like make it weird.
They had the smallest starting lineup in the league.
Yeah, and it's just like
they shut down Zach Edey, who I think is the best big man in college basketball right now. Even though he's not gonna make the NBA, in my opinion. I'm sorry.
He's not gonna be an impactful guy, but I think he's got enough skill and like touch to make a roster. But we'll see.
I think he will be a late second draft pick, a second round draft.
Depends how this season goes. He can improve. He can improve.
Let's see what he can do. But let's just be real.
But
he was supposed to be the #1 draft pick last year.
He wasn't.
They say he was. I don't believe he was.
Nah.
I remember John Berardi told me that Zach Edey was the best player in college basketball. Alex, remember when he said that on the show?
Yeah.
You remember that, Chris, when he was our guest?
John Berardi is correct, though. Zach Edey is the best player in college basketball.
You can't say it with a straight face.
He is. Who's better?
Yeah, I can name. Who is the best player? I ain't gonna say Zach Edey.
Tell me one player who's better.
I'm trying to think.
Because I hope you can think of someone, but I do not think there is someone.
I'm trying to, brother. I'm trying to think. Zach Edey 7'5". He should be the best player in college.
I know, that's the point. Like, I'm not saying he's the most talented, the most skilled, but like he does well with his size. Like, not every big guy.
7'5", Chris. If we were all 7'5", we would be dominating on the damn boards. Like
yeah, but like, do not every 7'5" guys.
7-foot guy was averaging 10 rebounds in the NBA. Shaq was the only 7-foot guy that could be fat and could dunk without jumping.
That's true.
Okay.
All right, let's do the hot take. How about
before we get to all the rest of the episode, everyone really quickly here Final Four predictions and national championship.
You can't predict; it's too early in the season.
Nah, just for fun.
Just for
I'll
fun.
go. I guess Adam, you go first. We'll go in order of college basketball. Adam first, Alex, me, then Chris, because Chris knows the most. Besides me, Chris. We're like a tie. I'm right here. Chris knows like an inch more than me. Because he does college basketball for a living.
All right, I got Kansas, Duke, Gonzaga, and UConn
Ooh.
I've got Kansas and Duke in the national championship, and I got Kansas winning.
Oh man.
Shut up, Chris. We ain't doing this today. Alex, how about you?
I have Kansas, Villanova, Marquette, and Creighton.
Hey, yo. Alex just picked his favorite teams. Fuck you, Alex. Dickhead. All right.
And I have
If you say Villanova, I'm leaving this damn call.
I have Marquette against Kansas in a championship game.
And who you have winning?
KU.
Another great pick.
All right. I want to break this cycle. I'm breaking this damn cycle, okay? For my final four, I got Duke versus Duke, Houston, Kentucky, and I'll say Marquette. I have Duke beating Kansas by a basket at the buzzer.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
I'm just saying. I just have Duke beating Kansas. And it's gonna be a close game because they're the two best teams in the country. It's gonna be a close game.
Like it.
But I say Duke hits at the buzzer.
All right.
Okay.
So my final four is going to be Kansas, Michigan State, Villanova, and Florida Atlantic.
You wilding for Florida Atlantic.
You gotta have some underdog, and they got the pieces,
bro.
But they got the pieces, and I think they can get it going.
I love you, brother, but that's ballsy.
And then I got Kansas and Michigan State in the title game, and I'm not gonna be a homer. I'm gonna pick Michigan State to win it all.
The biggest Kansas fan, just hold up. Have we back?
They don't need to be biased. I like their guard play, like Tyson Walker.
First of all,
I respect someone who can be unbiased. No,
Michigan State.
Michigan
State. You said something earlier. You thought Kansas
had the best. If he picks Kansas, I wouldn't have blamed them whatsoever.
Michigan State has a great back.
But
Chris is the biggest Kansas sports fan I know. He's probably the only University of Kansas fan that we know personally. Adam, let's just be real. Who can we say is a big Kansas sports fan? Can you name one person besides Chris? Another person besides Chris?
Not really.
I can't. No offense, pal.
Okay.
Oh, good.
All right, let's do the hot take.
All right. Before we do the hot take, did you want to talk about James Harden, or would you want?
No, we'll say that in the next part of the show, and after the hot take.
Okay.
Chris, I got a challenge for you. You do a hot take just like old times, brother, and it goes to your record.
You want? We'll count it out. We'll count for both Marcellus's and Sam's record.
All right.
Come on, give the people what they want. They've been asking for you to come back, Chris. You gotta give the viewers what they want.
Okay.
And don't be Alex. Don't be like Alex's hot takes and be boring. Because Alex has horrible hot takes.
You want to know what Alex, Chris, you want to know one of Alex's hot takes?
What did he do?
The 76ers should trade for a role player.
Role player.
That was literally his hot take.
Dang. That's not a great one.
Okay.
Chris, I hope you know what a hot take is.
We'll give you time.
Chris is a smart man. Adam, shut up. Adam, shut up.
I'm trying to avoid dead air. Trying to avoid dead air. Da 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 da.
Alex's Trebek is rolling in his grave for messing up the greatest tune ever. You dick. You dick.
Okay, I got one. It's not crazy, but I like it, and I'm for it well.
Go ahead.
All right, so my hot take, I'm just going to keep it short, simple, and get to the point. I think the Orlando Magic will finish top 5 in the Eastern Conference.
What, top 5?
5.
Oh. I'm interested. Continue.
So you think about it, Boston, Milwaukee are going to finish above them.
Yeah.
For sure.
Hold up, what's your hot take?
The Orlando Magic will finish top 5 in the East.
Oh,
I'm all in on the Magic. I think we've seen teams, they have 2 stud wings in Wagner and Paulo Banchero. Like, big wings are how you win in the NBA. Like, the Celtics were so good so fast with this new core because Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum were studs off the bat. Like, big wings are the most impactful position in the league, without a doubt. That's like why we've seen most of the best players over the recent years have been big wings, like KD, Braun, Kawhi, guys like that. Like, there's other, like, Curry's just done. We've had bigs like Jokic and Embiid have kind of done it. But, like, the big wings is like a broad term, but like Giannis is in that mix too. Like, those guys have kind of been like the focal points on most of the championship teams in my lifetime. And not saying the Magic are going to get anywhere near that level with those two, but those 2 guys are legitimate all-star candidates, and I think they're really going to showcase that this season. And they also have really good players to complement those guys. Markelle Fultz is a really good player. Jalen Suggs is solid. Cole Anthony can really score the ball off the bench. You got Wendell Carter Jr., and then they got good depth pieces like Mo Wagner. You got Anthony Black from Arkansas, who hasn't really played much, but he's a good versatile wing. Another big wing that kind of fits into that mold. Jonathan Isaac is healthy, and he's into the rotation guy, but he's still good, impactful. Another big wing. They have a lot of big wings led by their 2 stars, and then a lot of role players who fit into that mix. And those guys who can be versatile and score the ball and play really good defense, like those guys who can play both ways, are super impactful. And I don't want to get too deep into my Grizzlies because they're sucking right now. But like, they'll be fine. But like, one of their biggest issues is they don't have those wings. Like, they have 0, maybe 1 guy like who's a big wing, and like every championship team needs those guys. That's why every trade deadline, like when you see these teams making deals, like last year the Lakers, Rui Hachimura is kind of the big acquisition. He's like a big wing guy who could defend, score the basketball. He kind of made a really big impact for them getting to that conference finals. And you see in the Nuggets a couple years ago when they traded for Aaron Gordon, kind of that big wing mix, even though they're kind of different positions, but like the same justification. They impactful offense and they play really good defense. Those are the type of guys that all contenders need, and a lot of the stars in the league are that position. And I think Wagner and Paulo Banchero are both going to be all-star caliber players this season. They won't both make the all-star team. Probably just Paulo, if I had to guess, but these are 2 guys who are going to be absolute studs this season, and that's why they've gone off to a good start. And I think they're really going to get rolling the next few weeks.
Alex, Adam, you go first.
All right,
I'll go last.
All right. Anyone have any questions though? Anyone want to take Chris to task on anything?
Nope.
Well, I'm gonna ask. Let me just ask you, Chris. I have one question before I.
Oh God! Just vote, my nigga. Just
no. So you have Boston and Milwaukee above them. Who else do you have above
Jesus
Orlando?
fucking Christ! Just vote.
Oh, that's a good question. I think the Knicks will finish ahead of them, and then I will say the 76ers finish ahead of them. So I'd say the real hot take, if you per se, like, it'd be surprising if they finish ahead of these other teams. But I think the real team people would question are the Cavs, because like the Miami Heat.
I'm not sure. I mean, Cavs are off to a close start. I mean, it's only 4 games.
Yeah, because like they've had a lot of injuries to start. I think that's the one. It's like the Heat aren't a big regular season team, so like
here's the thing. You
they
can't
don't really matter. But like
the Heat lost 2 key players for their team, Vincent and Stroud. But here's the thing.
That's a good point.
And here's another point. You don't know how long Garland's out, Allen's out, and LeVert are all out for. It could be an NBA injury could be either 15 games or 20 games. So that's the only thing I agree with his hot take, because he made great points.
Right.
So Adam, how about I'm not put my vote in yet. I'm waiting for you 2 to go.
All right. Here's my thing. The one thing that really intrigues me about your hot take is that all the points you brought up about Orlando are valid, and here's what really hit me home with this hot take. Chris, you look at the East, it's very top heavy, man. It's very top heavy. You got Boston, you got Milwaukee. Those are pretty much the two, 1-2 seeds. Those are locked up. After that, there's a major drop off, like a major drop off. So that's where I'm liking your hot take, because really, can I say without a doubt that the Magic can't be better than the Sixers? Harden's gone. They really only have Maxey and Embiid. And is Tobias Harris still on that team?
Yes. Adam.
Okay.
Just
they have
place
those
your
teams,
vote, my guy.
They have those. So I'm not. Okay, maybe we'll throw Philadelphia ahead of them, but aside from that, the Knicks. Would I necessarily be stunned if the Magic could be ahead of the Knicks? I wouldn't necessarily be stunned. A lot of these other teams, the Hawks, the Cavs, aside from really those three teams, again, you mentioned their big wings, I could see a world where they, have a big season. They can top 5 seed, especially with how top heavy this East is. I'll prove this hot take. Why not?
That's all you had to say was approve or disapprove. Alex, you.
I like to explain why I like the hot take, dummy.
We're here
to educate and entertain our audiences. All right.
We're not trying to make our viewers fall asleep.
No. We're not trying to do. This is my hot take. LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan. Approve. That's not what we do here.
First of all, LeBron is not better than Michael Jordan. Let's just be real.
It was just an impression.
You fail at life. Don't ever let those words come out of your mouth ever again before I stab you. Alex, how about you?
Approve.
Thank you. And I approve. Chris, you beautiful bastard. We missed you, you big old son of a bitch.
Great choices.
I will say, Chris, when we talk about teams, in the East, don't sleep on Brooklyn.
Fuck Brooklyn, they ass.
Hey, 2 words. I got 2 words for you.
Who?
Am Thomas.
Oh God, that's your
nice.
pick?
He's a bucket. I'm loving Cam Thomas. I hope they keep kind of featuring him in the offense, because he's a bucket getter. Like, a lot of guys in the league can score, but he's a real bucket getter, even compared to pros. So
it's like
I'm excited to see how I think they will keep featuring him, but it's interesting to see. I think they want to get Mikal going a little bit more than he has.
Yeah,
I've kind of only box squad watched though, but I know
he's
one or two games.
Kind of got a slow start, but he's eventually gonna pick it up. I feel. But yeah, it's like this is this guy. We've seen flashes from him before, but for some reason, I don't know, what Jacques Baum was what's going by the scenes and stuff, but I've heard some people saying that there was something that kept them starting on that, but now we look at the situation the Nets are in. They're clearly going through a retooling, rebuilding phase. Why not play this kid? And you know what? He's living up to it. You look at his stats, Chris. Did you see his stats in his last however many games as a starter?
Crazy. I haven't seen actual statistics, but he's on my fantasy team.
It's
I know he's been killing.
Okay, this game 40 ball. This other game 40 ball. These 3 games he just dropped.
Only 30 this game.
And the thing that's really impressive, Chris. You look at what he's done, Oifball too. He's a lot better defensive. That was one big criticism of it, was that
definitely
reliability. Now he's not an amazing defender, but he can hold his own.
Definitely.
Definitely. He can hold all his own, and this is huge for the Nets, because now if you get Mikal Bridges going, that's a legit 1-2 punch you can build around.
Yo,
definitely.
What?
I think they got a good spot to move forward with those two. So I'm excited to see what they do.
You got them. You back with Nick Claxton. Ben Simmons is actually not ass for once.
Simmons is solid. He's gonna be solid for them. I love Claxton. They got a good roster. It's gonna be interesting to see. They have a lot of they have guys who kind of have really set skill sets and roles, and I think they fit together well. Because like Simmons, Claxton, like they're so like defensive oriented, like they can do other things. Like, and then Bridges is kind of a big defensive wing, but he's kind of expanded his offensive game. And then Cam Thomas is just a bucket getter. And then like they have these role players who kind of fit in, but like it's gonna be really interesting to see how they kind of make this all work for the season. But like I definitely think worst case they were playing team. I think they can top 6, but we'll just have to see how the season goes.
I mean, he's only 22 years old though. That's the amazing thing.
He's got time, yeah.
I mean, Roy, when you look at that, it's like the sky's the limit for this kid.
Definitely.
Yeah. So, Michael, you sweating a little?
I ain't sweating for shit.
I'm just kidding. Yo, just so you know, the next time, the first time Knicks play the Nets this season, all you sports bettors out there, Cam Thomas bet the over.
You wildin'.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, really quickly. The Knicks have gotten off to kind of they've got to they just beat the Cavs. I mean, they just beat the Cavs as nice win. I mean, they lose to Sands Pelicans, but they beat the Hawks. So Knicks are off to a decent start. We would talk about them more, but I think we've got such a low show to guys, so we're just gonna zoom through this as fast as we can. I mean, Chris, you're free to stay as long as you want, but if you ever need to go again, you could just type in the Zoom chat and communicate with the Zoom chat, and we'll proceed accordingly. But we gotta close up basketball with this one story. Hey, Alex.
Yeah.
What happened in Sixerland?
James Harden.
What happened to him?
He is now a Clipper.
And I'm going to say this. Did I not warn you about James Harden? Did I not warn all y'all on this podcast about James Harden? About what he was going to do after he left the Nets? I said it was what was it? January of last year. I said give it maximum 2 years. He's gonna want out. Give it a minimum of a year. He's gonna want out. What happened? Oh, in Houston, like he goes to Oklahoma City. He can't win Oklahoma City. Then he goes to the Rockets, and Rockets, he goes there, he gets fat. He gets fat and lazy in order to get out of Houston. Then all of a sudden he comes to Brooklyn. Oh, I can't play with Kyrie because Kyrie Irving won't get the vaccine, which Kyrie Irving, we all know, has his own issues, but he quits on them. Did I not say he was going to quit on Philadelphia? Alex, did I not say that?
I don't recall you saying that.
Maybe.
I don't recall you saying that.
Did I not say that he's the most overrated superstar in sports?
You said Kobe Bryant was the most overrated. So who is more overrated?
I said Kobe Bryant off the air, and honestly, I'm walking.
Tell the viewers what you said about Kobe, but you said Kobe was more overrated than any NBA player.
No. I don't think he's overrated, but I think you overrate him. I don't think you overrate him.
I don't overrate Kobe. I just say facts, brother.
He's not better than LeBron.
Yes, he is. He's better than Duncan.
LeBron. He's not better than Magic. Not better than Shaq. And he's not better than Tim Duncan.
Did we just have this view? 3 people on this podcast said that Kobe is better than Duncan. Just let it go in your small damn brain. He's definitely better than Shaq. He's definitely better than Shaq.
I would argue with you, but I'm not in the mood to right now.
He's definitely better than LeBron.
Oh, my God.
And most of all, he's definitely better than old Magic Johnson. Kobe is the greatest Laker of all time. So shut your trap. You piece of shit.
All right.
Well, nigga have a heart attack up in here.
But yeah, James Harden going out of Philadelphia to the going out of Philadelphia to the Clippers. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's a bad deal for the Clippers. I mean,
they didn't give up really nobody. They gave up really nobody for him.
I mean, they got what was it, 2 firsts and a first round swap, I believe.
Yeah,
that's not terrible. That's not
you basically got nothing. The Sixers basically got nothing for the trade.
I mean, they got Marcus Morris. They got Batum. They got some picks. I think they got a decent haul. I think
Batum is over. Nicholas Batum is overrated. Nicholas Batum is all right. But here's the thing: the Sixers are going to fall down.
They pretty much got back all stuff they gave away to the Nets, because remember they lost a couple of first round picks, and when they got Harden from the Nets.
I'm telling you this:
they pretty much got all that back.
I'm gonna say this: if the Clippers do not win the finals, they'll be the biggest bust ever. They had the pieces to win the finals.
I don't know about that.
They had the big.
That's an outrageous take. Like
That's outrageous.
It's time for the Clippers. It's time. I'm telling you this. If they don't win the championship or have a good playoff run, Kawhi is leaving.
I can name you. I can name you all. If they don't make the playoffs, okay, I agree it's a bust. But there's a lot of teams that you can look at on paper and say, oh, okay, like they should be like the Clippers. They should be better than.
The Clippers should be the third seed. They should be higher than they should be the third seed.
Are they better than Denver? Are they better than Denver?
I said they should be the third seed or higher.
Third seed. All right, they're not better than Denver.
I didn't say they're better than Denver.
Not better than Phoenix. They're not better than Phoenix. I would still take Golden State over them. I would still take the Lakers over them.
I'm telling you, if they can all be healthy, even I hate the Clippers, they will be a problem. If Kawhi can stay healthy.
Okay, if they stay healthy, that's a big
if they stay healthy, I'm just saying, if they stay healthy, they'll win the championship.
That's not happening.
I'm just saying, if they can stay healthy, I'm not even a Clipper fan. I'm just being a real basketball fan.
That's not going to happen, though.
If the Clippers can stay healthy, they will be a problem in the West. That's all I'm saying.
They could be a problem. I mean, they could be a problem. They could be a problem. I'm not saying that they necessarily couldn't be, but when you say, oh, if they don't win a championship,
Kawhi Leonard is the best two-way player in the league.
Okay,
Okay, I didn't realize we were in 2019.
At this point, I'm not sure anymore.
He's still the best two-way player in the league.
4 years ago.
He's still 4 years ago.
Definitely.
What's he done since he's been in LA to make him the best two-way player?
He still is. If he's healthy, he's still consistent. Who's the best two-way player in the league then? Chris, I want to hear your opinion. And do not say Ja Morant.
Jokic is up there. Giannis is up there.
Who said before Giannis?
I'd probably say Giannis. Giannis is a better two-way.
You said Jokic is a two-way? Jokic don't play defense. What are you talking about, Adam? He's not a two-way player. He's a one-way player.
You're telling me Jokic doesn't play defense?
No.
He doesn't do it this boy.
Chris can even admit Jokic don't play defense.
He's not a terrible defender.
He's not that good of a defender. He's not even the best defender on the team.
I mean, would you say LeBron's better two-way?
LeBron's not a two-way player anymore, though. He rarely plays defense.
Yeah, okay, he's kind of. He's still pretty solid two-way, but yeah, he doesn't.
Do you throw Tatum in the mix?
Tatum doesn't play defense.
Yes, I would put
Tatum play defense.
I would put his running mate Jaylen Brown too.
Jaylen Brown plays defense.
I don't know about Jaylen Brown. In terms of two-way game, I would probably put Kawhi over him.
Let me pull up some.
You pissed off Chris now.
How's Luka Doncic defensively? How's Luka?
Terrible. Luka is terrible. Don't be just saying random NBA players. You dick.
I was asking a question.
You should know the answer.
Mikal Bridges, what? I think is up there too.
Whoa. Hold up now. Take your Nets bias Yankee ass. As I'm saying, Mikal Bridges.
I said he's up there in terms of
Bridges isn't outrageous to the take. But he's not quite there offensively.
I would still say Kawhi's better two-way,
I agree.
Mikal Bridges is a top 50 player in the
I think
league.
he's getting there.
I say Bridges is a top 50 player. I don't know why y'all motherfucking Nets fans hype him up, saying he's a top 30 player. He's a top 50 player at best.
I would definitely say he's in the mix of top 30.
He's top 50, hands down. He's not top 30, not top 40.
Not top 40? Oh, okay.
I would say he's top 40, I would say.
He's better than Dylan Brooks is better than him, and I hate Dylan Brooks.
Oh, I would take Bridges over Brooks. That trash.
Mike's trolling. He doesn't believe that, Adam. Don't worry. Mike's definitely trolling.
Michael does not believe half the takes.
Definitely trolling. There's no chance he believes that.
I hate Dylan Brooks, but I'll never admit that.
I will say Kawhi Leonard was pretty good in that one game last year he played in the playoffs. That one game he was healthy enough to play and showcase his two-way talent. The one game the past 3 years we've seen him at a high level.
Let's be real. I'm gonna say this. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is the third best player. That's the third best point guard in the West, in my opinion.
I can see that. I mean, wait.
I agree, but I'm trying to think of who you think's better. I think he's.
I'll give it to Ja Morant. I'll still give it to Ja Morant.
Because it's just Luka
on a straight pattern.
It's just because you just have Luka and Steph.
Steph, yeah.
And I think that's it.
I meant 3 or 4. You still got Ja Morant if he keeps on a straight pattern.
I don't know. I mean,
that's a close one. That's a close one.
It's a close one.
I mean, if Ja Morant could keep himself away from guns, maybe, but right now, nah.
Yo, Chris, how are your Grizzlies 0-4?
They're fine. It's not about the regular season. They're building a team for the playoffs when Ja gets back. They're fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ja Morant comes back to the team. Wait a minute. He has another gun violence. He's suspended for the whole 30 games. His 30 games are over. They banned him from the league for acting like too much of a thug. Give it up for Ja Morant. Even though
they banned up podcast for having Mike talk.
What?
They banned the podcast from all platforms after Mike's comments.
First of all, you were on this podcast. Just remember, your southern ass was on this podcast, you dickhead.
Yeah. Yo, guys, Chris is looking at us right now saying, "What did I get myself back into?"
Chris is like, "Damn, why did I come back? I used to be a host on this show when they still are crazy as hell as ever." Why did I come back?
Now Mike's wild.
Chris is like, damn, Mike's a jackass. I don't know why I came back for him. Chris, you know you missed us.
I did.
Yeah. All right, guys. Here's what we're gonna do. We'll talk a little bit of NFL. We'll talk a little bit of MLB, and then we'll wrap the show up. You guys good with that? All right. Hey, Michael, I've got a question for you.
What's up?
Whoa. Wait. One more thing. I got one thing. Be right back. Hold on for a second.
Is he going to twerk again? Because I'm going to hang up the damn phone. Chris, since you've been gone, he likes to twerk now.
He comes back and walks out. I'm leaving instantly. I'm not even kidding.
He likes to twerk. He likes to twerk now.
I have my mouse on the leave button.
Michael. I just want to say congratulations for beating a now 2-6 team playing their third string quarterback on 2 miracle a miracle last second drive, which shouldn't have happened. Should have happened if Brian Dable either A has the stones to go for it, or B Gano could actually make a field goal today, and for a winning overtime. Congratulations, buddy!
To words of one of my best friends to one of my closest best friends on the planet, a win is a win.
Facts.
And you know who told me that? I went to college with this motherfucker. A win is a win. Ain't that right, Alex?
Yep.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm not saying you should be happy with the win. I'm not saying you shouldn't, but because I know you, I'm trying to get out in front. if you're gonna come on here and try to trash talk me just because your Jets beat my Giants, you beat us with our third string quarterback, and it took you till overtime after Kayvon Thibodeau, who's been a beast was a beast that game, 3 sacks. Thanks, by the way. And it took Brian Dable deciding not to go for it, which is a very controversial decision. B, Graham Gano missing 2 field goals. This is one of them the Giants win that game, especially the one at the end. And B, it took Zach Wilson, who was ass the entire game. He was straight booty cheeks the entire game. All of a sudden, just wakes up and finally decides, I'm going to actually start to play good football, and does a great job in their getting field goal range. And then they get the field goal and send to overtime. And then by then, it was Giants. They had no passing whatsoever. The Jets were obviously going to win that game. So I'm not saying you should be happy to win, Michael. A win's a win. But if you think I'm going to be honest, if you're going to sit here and try to trash talk me, nah, buddy, I ain't having it. That was not an impressive win.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Let's just see who y'all play next week, shall we? Let's see who the Giants play.
Oh, we're gonna lose that. We're literally okay. All right, we play the Raiders. We might win that one because the Raiders aren't that good.
Yeah, play Dallas in November 12th.
Okay, we're gonna get booty clap that one.
Yeah, lose to the Commanders.
I'll say Commanders beat us. Yeah, I'll say.
Yeah, lose to the Patriots. You guys beat.
I'll say we beat the Patriots because the Patriots are straight booty cheeks.
Okay, and then you play the Packers.
I'll say we lose to the Packers. I'll say we lose to Green Bay.
You lose to the. You beat the Saints.
I say we'll lose to the Saints. I'll say we
lose to the Eagles.
I'll say we lose to the Rams, and I'll say we lose to the Giants. So I think we'll go either 4. I'll say we'll finish between 3 and 5 wins.
You guys will win. You guys will win 3 games this whole season. Hey, Chris, explain how Kansas City's been playing better since Taylor Swift's been coming to y'all games. Explain.
Oh yeah! All right, no. I think we need to
come on here to talk about the Chiefs.
I think we need to ask Chris specifically because this whole Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce thing, we can't really relate to it. It doesn't affect any of our teams. This thing here affects Chris's team. He literally has a banner of them in his background. So, Chris, I want to ask you, what's your thoughts on Travis Kelce getting some of Taylor Swift?
I love it. I love more attention for the team, more attention for Travis. More haters coming in. I love it. Hating about it all the time. Fantastic. It doesn't it doesn't have a real impact on how we play as a team. And I think it's just fun. I mean, if he's happy.
If she makes a breakup song about Travis Kelce, y'all fucked.
Oh, that's gonna piss him off and he'll play good. Make him play better.
No. What if you guys lose Super Bowl and she makes a song about that?
I haven't thought about that, but that would be really depressing. If he loses the Super Bowl, they better never break up.
The one thing is, okay, yeah, it's getting Travis Kelce attention, obviously, but the one thing is that it may. The one fear, I'm not saying it's going to become this way. It might because they were Travis Kelce becomes more famous for being Taylor Swift's boyfriend, when in reality, he's a stud player.
Oh yeah,
he's a legit superstar. He doesn't need. Here's the thing: people are saying, the news is going to Travis Kelce needs Taylor Swift. Travis Kelce does not need Taylor Swift.
Nah, definitely not.
I mean, he should want Taylor Swift. Not blame her for wanting Taylor Swift. If they're happy together, go ahead. But he doesn't need. They don't need each other. That's. I think that makes their story all the more beautiful. They don't need each other, but they want each other. So good for them.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, I remember that thing was in its prime. I forgot to tell you the story, Chris. I was at that. Remember the game after she was at MetLife Stadium against the Seahawks, the Giants game?
Yeah.
I was at that game, and they showed a trailer for Taylor Swift's new movie. The entire stadium booed.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Because I'm sure everyone's like, okay, enough with Taylor Swift already.
That's funny.
She's gonna mess up your team chemistry, brother.
Nah, we're good.
Yo, she gonna make a breakup song about Kelsey, then his whole career goes ruined.
Oh nah, he's good. He'll fuel him. He'll fuel him for this playoff push.
Oh no. Remember that one meme? After that Jets Chiefs game, there's a bunch of Swifties who just watched football for the first time that are gonna think Zach Wilson's better than Patrick Mahomes.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Oh, y'all fucked up.
They're probably some people are listening to this box right now and they're saying, I mean, Patrick Mahomes best quarterback in the world. No way! Did you see him? He stunk. Zach Wilson's much better. That's what they're saying. Listen to us talk
Zach Wilson
right now.
outplayed him this Sunday even.
Man, we don't even play the we don't even play the Chiefs. We almost beat the Chiefs literally. When I was surprised we almost beat them.
Yeah, Chiefs have not been great this season.
The Chiefs wait.
I will say this: no one should fall into that trap, Chris.
Oh yeah, no one it's not.
No one's gonna fall. This is what the Chiefs are gonna do. They're gonna go into the playoffs thinking, okay, it's like they haven't played their best football. Maybe this is the year, someone overtakes them, and then bam. All of a sudden, Mahomes throws for 500 yards.
Yeah, I think the bigger thing is for them. No matter how much they struggle in regular season, it's still just because the different teams playing, but you need to see something from one of these other few teams that makes them actually special. A good team's not just gonna beat the Chiefs in the playoffs. The Ravens have been really good. The Dolphins have shown some stuff. The Bengals are getting hot. Bills have been up and down. The Jaguars are pretty good.
I would say Cincinnati is your biggest threat.
I agree.
Because they got the slow start, but when they're at their best, they're the only team I could see realistically challenging.
I agree. They're the only team that scares me at all right now. And that can change.
Miami's good. Miami's stud. I just think they're a bit too raw.
You have to worry about the Ravens. You got to worry about the Ravens.
The Ravens, a little bit.
I'm not sure about the Ravens.
But I think it would take a lot for them to beat us.
Well, here's one sleeper team that I think maybe could give them some scare. I think Jacksonville maybe.
Jacksonville's interesting. But I think they're pretty solid both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm really interested. Sunday's a big game for us.
Who you guys play again?
It's the Dolphins in Germany.
Oh yeah, that's a huge game.
I'm not it's bigger from Miami and everyone else's perspective. Anybody who wants, because I think at this rate, I don't see us losing an Arrowhead in the playoffs. Home field would just be massive. If we can get home field in the AFC title game again, we've lost 2 of them, but it's just get if we can get the 1 seed again, I think I'm chilling. And I think this is a game we have to lose. Someone else would take it. Because, we still play all these teams the rest of the way. We still have Cincy and Buffalo. We don't play the Ravens this year. But, this is the big one. This is the big one for Miami, too. They've been bad in their 2 tough games, honestly.
That's the reason why I
been really bad.
Miami. They literally, all 6 of their wins, who they beaten? They beat the Patriots. They stink.
It's bad.
Panthers stink. Giants stink. Broncos stink. Patriots stink. Chargers. We all know they're frauds.
Chargers are pretty bad. They're pretty bad, actually.
How is their head coach still employed?
I have no idea. He's got to be gone after this year.
Honestly,
We've been saying that forever, though.
Shout out to my boy Javier. He was on, on one of our episodes last season. I'm gonna be honest. If he's not gone by the end of the year, you need to switch teams.
The way they lost in playoffs last year too, and then just a bad start this year, it's really disappointing for them. I don't think their roster's that good. It gets overhyped, and it's just they're a long ways off from doing anything.
I think Justin Herbert's a bit overrated.
He is.
But he's a great quarterback. Don't get me wrong. He's easy, like one of the better quarterbacks in the league. But he's like, in terms of Mahomes, Burrow, Allen, he's not close to those guys. He's not in that tier.
Yeah, I don't think they didn't build the team the right way either. I don't think. That's one thing with a lot of these AFC teams, mainly the AFC West. I won't say they tried to cheat in the process, but a lot of these teams just made big moves to try and catch the Chiefs per se, and like none of them have worked out. Like paying big to get like receivers and pass rushers, like in theory that makes sense, but like 2 or 3 guys aren't going to change your roster. Like the reason the Chiefs are so good, like obviously Mahomes and Kelsey, but like the reason they won last year's Super Bowl is they built like a complete team. Like they built good offensive, defensive line. They got a good defense now, and like they just built it, and like that hurt us. Like after the Bucs Super Bowl loss, it took us a little bit. Like we lost to the Bengals that one because we just were building, but like. And like you just kind of go step by step, and I think the Bengals have kind of done that. They've kind of just like they got Burrow, they got their guy, they improved their line, they got weapons, they've kind of tinkered with the defense a little bit, and I think that's why they have the best shot. Like the Bills, for example, like they've kind of gone all in on some older stud players, and it's just it just feels to me like they can't do it. Personally,
yeah.
Josh Allen's been really up and down. Like, the only team all these teams that we're talking about can theoretically beat the Chiefs in the playoffs. But, like, I think it would be a pretty major upset if anyone besides Cincinnati did it.
Yeah.
In my opinion, at least. I mean, there's still a lot of football in regular season. Stuff can happen. Maybe the Chiefs' offense really does have some issues they can't completely fix by the playoffs, which I don't see being the case. I don't think most people do. But, like, it'll just be interesting to see how that unfolds.
Okay, yeah. All right, but Alex, how about your Eagles? Nice win over Washington. Y'all gave up 31 to them again, though. Which is what they're for as great as Eagles have been. I said made outside positive, Chris. Their defense has been a little sus this year.
It has been. I think it's
they give up 28 to the Vikings. They give up 20 to the Patriots, who we've seen now are bad. And then they give up 31 points back-to-back games to the Commanders, who, for some reason, the Commanders have the Eagles' number. Not to mention they give up 20 to Zach Wilson and the Jets. But go ahead, Alex. Give us your thoughts.
Yeah, the secondary position for the Eagles is definitely not up to its strength this season. And I think that there's definitely talks of the Eagles being a threat in the division, although having a mediocre secondary. But I think that the defensive line has been pretty good, not great, but it's been there. And the offensive line has had their times of slacking off, but I think that the offense is finally clicking, and having AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Darius Goddard, and those three are one of the Those three are awesome, and I just feel like this team has what it takes to beat teams down the road, especially once playoffs arrive. And I'm just really anxious to see how their next two games go against Dallas, at Philly, and then at Kansas City.
Yeah, I agree. That's the big thing, is that your defense and secondary have been a little sus this year. But dang, nevertheless, you guys are 7-1. You guys are the best team in football, best record in football so far. So hey, so that's the one thing you gotta tip your hat on. The offense has been spectacular, with Hurts and those boys. So, and the one good thing is I'm gonna ask you guys, Chris, Micah, and Alex. We all agree that the Eagles secondary has been sus, right? Name the elite passing. Name the elite passing offense in the AFC that could really take advantage of it.
There's not many.
Exactly.
Only one. I would. Is Seattle the best one? But I don't think Geno has been great. He's been okay.
I don't think so.
They've kind of been more
maybe Detroit.
The run.
I think Detroit's really the biggest.
Definitely
the biggest
Detroit.
threat.
100%.
Definitely Detroit.
And then Dallas. Ha! We all know how it ends every year for Dallas.
Yeah, we're not talking about Dallas and the contenders in the NFC.
They could be contenders now.
Michael, we know we've gone this over and over again. We know how this ends.
First of all, talk to me when your Giants could win a game, then we could talk.
No, we are literally. And by the way, I also want to say, great job by Joe Shane at getting us second and fifth round picks for Leonard Williams. Amazing trade.
Great trade.
And I'm telling you, this is you beating us. That's perfect for us. What we're gonna do? We got some draft capital now. We're literally do. We're gonna lose as many games as possible, and then in the draft we're gonna get Williams or May.
That'd be a dumb pick to pick up May. I'm telling you, that'd be a bad pick.
Have you watched May play in college? For UNC?
I love Drake May. Drake May's special.
Yeah.
He's all right.
He's really good. Khalid Williams, I would like to. The only problem with Khalid Williams is that his old say, I want ownership of the team that drafts me. It's okay, kid, you're not getting that.
I kind of cooled off on him.
I mean, he's still good. I would still love to have him, but it's like either of the two.
How about Shalio Sanders from Colorado? You'll love to have him too.
I think in terms of quarterbacks this draft, the way I'm no scout, I'm no expert, but I think at this rate, in terms of the 23 draft class, it's Williams, it's May, then there's a drop off.
And then they have Saunders. You have from Colorado, who's the third best quarterback in
I've heard some good things about the guy from Michigan, JJ McCarthy.
JJ's decent. I would say only the top guys are guys you really want to take high.
Yeah,
I don't think the other guys are
like if you're talking about top of the first round, which the Giants will likely be picking, Williams and May, those are the two guys.
You have what about Sanders? You buffoon! Sanders the best throwing quarterback in the league.
He's not. He's not.
He is. Are you kidding me?
What we've learned about Michael is that he literally just says what he literally.
He's not.
Sanders is a problem, bro. He averages 500
He's not.
He's not.
That's Colorado sucks.
What?
They're not good at football.
I'm not a fan. I'm a fan of primetime. I think Colorado, they're lucky if they get 4 or 5 wins. This is an improvement.
Yeah, that's fine.
Travis Hunter is one of the best wide receivers in the country.
Okay, one player doesn't make a team.
I'm just saying you have his sons that play both sides of the ball, and you have. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you this. Mark my words. They're going to make the playoffs. I guarantee. Since the playoffs are 16 teams this year. Wait, or that's not. Oh yeah, since it's a playoff 16 teams this year for college football or next year.
Colorado's not a top 16 team in the country anyway, and it's not 12 teams next year.
Oh, yeah, it's 12.
They're not a top 12 team anyway.
We'll see about that. We'll see.
Well, they're barely a top 12 team in their damn conference.
They're the best team in their damn conference. They ain't a better team.
All right.
I don't want to waste the time of this episode ranting about this, but they're not close. They're not close to that. Yeah,
we'll
the
agree
last
to
thing we
disagree.
need is a huge debate.
I could talk to Mike off there. That's just wrong.
All right.
Hey, Adam, if I go to Kansas today and kill Chris, you guys know why. From the next flight to Kansas.
Okay.
All right,
guys. One last thing to talk about here, then we gotta do our best job for the show. Guys, I'm bringing out my smallest violin, and I was trying to say, we are gathered here today to pay our respects to the 2023 Philadelphia Phillies.
Oh, you fucked up. You fucked up. Alex,
we haven't done an episode since they've gotten eliminated, Alex. You go up 2-0, then you go up 3-2, and what happened? Michael, what happened?
They choked.
Alex, what are your thoughts?
I mean, to be positive about it, you have to tip your cap to Arizona for fighting a hell of a lot in that series, and they deserved advancing more than what the Phillies have had, and I think that the Arizona offense clicked at the right time, and you just can't overreact the way they did. And I wish that the Phillies would have clinched a World Series appearance, but it's just the way it is, and I'm still as happy as I would be if they made it to the World Series as the position they were against Arizona in that round. And I think that you can take away from this is this Phillies team is a winnable team for sure, and it might not take everything at the end of the day to actually accomplish what they want to, like making it to the World Series. But I think really this team is headed in the right direction, and I'm really interested to see what developments come over the months heading into spring training. And I think that having the addition with Trey Turner and a bunch of others, I think that this team is efficient enough to be on the same road that they were this past season.
Yeah, I'm gonna be frank, Alex. It sucks. That was a devastating loss, because I said it. Yeah, you guys should have won that series. I'm saying you could. Yeah. Arizona played their butts off. Guess what? They're in the World Series. They're down 3-1. You guys were a better team. You guys were the better. You guys, at least on paper, should have beaten this team. You guys should not have blown a 4-2 series lead. And in Game 7, I'm sorry. The bats, Trey Turner and Bryce Harper going cold like that in that game, I'm sorry, that can't happen. Castellanos going cold, that can't going over. Trey Turner, Bryce Harper, and Castellanos all going over 12. I'm sorry, that can't happen in a Game 7. So yeah, I'm gonna say right now, Alex, you may not like it. If I'm a Phillies fan, I am not looking back at this like I'm not gonna say the season's a failure, but it's like y'all did not yes, you had that big series win over the Braves. Yeah, but it really feels like this season, ended. It really feels like this season, the ending, kind of, left the taste off in the season if you're a Phillies fan, because it's in spite of all they accomplished, it still feels like they should have accomplished more in the serious situation they were in.
Mm-hmm.
Which again, I mean, how about Texas right now? How about Texas? They're up 3-1 this series. Guys, how good has Corey Seager been? That guy's a stud. You want to know the worst part, Michael? No. Chris was here on this podcast. Was I not one of the biggest cheerleaders for campaign Corey Seager to come to the Yankees?
Yes.
I do remember you talked about Seager a lot.
I say he's a free agent. I want the Yankees to sign him, and now look at this. You see, how Steinbrenner send me a general manager application. I could do a better job than Cashman.
Adam, I think me and you could do a better job than Cashman. I think a monkey could do better than Cashman. Yeah, no, everybody knows my hatred for Brian Cashman.
Just so you know, Chris, this is not the first time Michael has gone on a rant about Brian Cashman on this podcast since you
Chris was there for season 1.
It's gotten worse. It's gotten worse.
I just bet because I hate Brian Cashman. And Adam, you know I love Skip Bayless, Adam.
Oh, you watch Undisputed every day, don't you?
I know, right?
You like it more than College Game Day.
Adam.
Yeah.
If I was able to kill Skip Bayless, I totally would. He's going to.
You want to know the worst part? You want to know the worst part?
Yeah.
If the Rangers hold to a series lead, you know what that means, guys?
What?
Aroldis Chapman's gonna get another World Series ring. Can you believe it?
He's on
a Royals legend.
He had I want to ask you, Chris. He had a nice, good cup of coffee with you guys. Didn't he?
Yeah, it's not too bad.
He fucked us over
for a couple months.
He fucked us over.
And you got some good prospects for him, so it was a fair trade.
Yeah,
he fucked us over. He fucked the Yankees. Adam, at a point when he was with the Yankees, he was the best closer in baseball.
He was, but then he fell off.
Imagine the Yankees get him again. He just becomes his great self.
Nah, not gonna happen. Wanna know who else is about Mike Aaron? Jordan Montgomery.
Man, that was the dumbest thing we ever did was get rid of Jordan Montgomery. That was the dumbest thing we did.
I did not like it either. I did not like it. Nate Duvali's also about to get another ring. Another guy. 3 former Yankees are about to get World Series rings. Why is it everyone, all these players that win rings that play for the Yankees but won rings, they never win it here?
You just notice? He doesn't go after quality people. He gets them in their old age. Yeah.
The one thing I pray for is although Juan Soto chatter turns out to be true.
What? I hope we get Juan Soto, but we won't.
I'm not. I mean, I heard Andy Martinez. We'll touch on this more in coming episodes, but you heard the reports of Andy Martinez saying, "Oh, the Padres and Yankees have had shatters about Juan Soto," and now there's rumors saying, several teams believe that Juan Soto's gonna be on the move. I mean, I'm not gonna get my hopes up because I've seen this happen before. I mean, hey, when there's smoke, there's fire. Wait, we saw smoke with Rodon last year. Look what happened. So, and we have seen Brian Cashman and the Yankees, when they really want a guy, they'll go out there and get the guy. They did it with Cole, they did it with Judge, they did it with Stanton. So I wouldn't completely rule it out, but then again, you see they passed on Harper. Look how that turned out. They passed on Seager. Look how that turned out. So yeah, I'm hopeful, but am I gonna get my hopes up? No. And Chris is just saying there, what's baseball?
Yeah, the Royals won't be good. Just give us another 20 years.
It's like You got your World Series of 2015. You're good.
Yeah, we're good.
It's like you got the Chiefs. You got Kansas basketball.
Yeah,
you're good.
I'm okay. I'll manage. Well, baseball is fun though when it's your team, but it's a trade-off I have to take.
And what you want to know what? Know what Chris is rooting for? He's rooting against the Houston Astros. That's what he does every year.
We all hate the Astros. This is if you're an Astros fan, you gotta leave the podcast.
I got something that'll make you guys pretty mad.
What?
You put that away. Put that away.
No. I want to ask, where did you get that?
I went to an Astros game last year, and they gave them out for free to everyone in attendance.
Damn,
Chris.
It's actually kind of cool.
You haven't burned it by now. I'm impressed.
It's Alvarez. I love Alvarez, actually.
Chris,
that's
okay, I'll give you Alvarez.
Chris,
he's the only player I like. But no,
Chris, put that away.
Actually, kind of sick, but
Chris,
I had to keep
put that away. You know this is Astro Slander podcast. We don't hype up the Astros on this podcast. Adam, put him in the waiting room. He deserves to be put in the waiting room.
Yeah. You know what? I respect this so much. I'm not going to. I may not like it, but you know what, Chris? I respect it.
We gotta put him in timeout. Chris, you're in timeout. Put yourself on mute. You're in timeout, mister. You're in timeout, mister. You should be ashamed for what you've done for the Astro publicity on our podcast.
All right.
Now you're good now, Chris. You're unpunished.
Okay.
I can't believe you put Astro podcast, Astro slander on this show. This Adam, I don't know if we should go to Kansas and kill Chris tonight, or we should put acid on him. What should we do?
What?
Should we kill Chris for doing that bad man stunt?
Should we? I don't know.
But Chris is our boy, though, so I can't kill Chris.
Yeah, exactly.
Then I don't have to pay. If I kill Chris, I don't have to pay him the money I owe him.
Decisions.
We can just make it look like I love you, Chris. I won't kill you.
Right.
I'm too lazy to fly across the country.
Oh, nice. You won't kill me. I really appreciate that.
So nice. You'll let me live. That's very nice of you.
Who would I kill on this podcast?
Probably me. Wait, me or Alex? I'm not sure.
I'll just kill you both.
Exactly.
How I have my own show. I could bring Chris back. I can make Chris my co-host, and then it'll be all about college basketball, college football.
You'd be called the College Show.
No, we'll be called the CC Connection for Cunningham and Chris.
Okay.
Cunningham Chris Connections.
That's interesting.
That'll be a hell of a show. We'll get a lot of ratings because me and Chris fight on the episode. Every episode, me and Chris argue. So it'll be like Shannon Sharp and Stephen A. Smith. Let's just be real. Ever since Shannon Sharp has been on First Take, it's been killing Undisputed.
Yeah.
All right, guys. All right. Let's do.
All right, guys. All right. You guys know what time it is?
The fuck your mama. I'm kidding.
All right, guys. It's time for the bets of the episode. Chris, you're familiar with saying we add a new twist since you left there for season 3. We do a little thing before our bets. It's called the game of the episodes. One of us here picks a game, and we just pick who's
I was trying to get this. Chris, remember I was trying to
pick who's gonna win.
Chris, remember I was in last episode.
Michael picked the Lakers versus Nuggets, and all of us just picked who was gonna win. Alex shares your record, but it doesn't count towards the points.
Hey, Chris, remember I was trying to get this for season 2. I was trying to get it in season 2 in our season 1 meeting, end of season 1. I finally got my segment, Chris. I finally got it.
Let's go.
I finally got my segment. All right.
I think Chris should have the honors here. So, Chris, you pick one game, whatever game you want.
No hockey. Our agreement is no hockey.
No. How about tomorrow night we got a big basketball game going on between a couple teams in LA. We got the Clippers and the Lakers.
Oh,
That's a good one to pick.
Wait, will James Harden be playing that game?
That's the only thing. I'm guessing he does not play.
Okay.
That's the only reason I don't love that game. But I still think it's a good one to pick because I'll just go ahead and give. Oh, you got this one? What else is it?
Imagine if we did Grizzlies Jazz.
That's a stupid game.
No.
Okay, Alex.
That's a bad bet, dude.
It was a joke. Don't take it personal.
You're dumbass will take that.
I took it very personal because it sounded like you're taking a shot at my team.
First of all,
Chris, don't take any of Alex's shit talk personally.
Because this is the same guy that said for a hot take, the Sixers need role players that will trade for role players. So, what's your bet, Chris?
No, the Clippers are going to win this game.
Oh!
All right,
without
Adam,
James Harden, without PJ Tucker, the Clippers are winning.
Adam, now you.
No James Harden, so I'm going to go Lakers.
Good nerd. Good nerd. Alex, how about you, Eagle nerd?
I am going to
go with this count for Sam, by the way. So that way they can reignite their beef.
Oh yeah, pick Sam for the Lakers. Give Marcellus Lakers. Give Alex Clippers to fuck with him.
No, I'm going Lakers.
And Adam,
so we're all taking Lakers except for Chris.
Adam, I didn't pick yet.
Go ahead.
I'm going with the Clippers.
Wow.
Psych.
It's a good pick, Mike.
I'll never go against my Lakers. You know better than that, Adam. I just had to see Chris's face. I just had to fuck with Chris.
It's a great pick.
I'm going with the Lakers, Adam.
Okay.
You think I lost my mind? I may be crazy, but I haven't lost my rocker yet.
All right, I already cooked up my parlay. We'll have to see if this hits here. I mean, literally nothing's gone. Chris, if you have literally nothing has gone right for me. This day.
I think Chris watches every episode. I think Chris watches every episode. Chris, you still watch every episode?
I do not watch every episode. I try to listen to at least parts of them.
Yeah.
Because you do a podcast with Alex and you forget all about us.
All right, All right, but here's my Chris. None of these guys actually, so I'm literally taking shots. I'm gonna go Thursday football. I love the Steelers minus the 2.5. I not believing in the Titans. I just don't think the Steelers are gonna go into the night quality or so. I'm gonna take the Steelers minus the 2.5, and I'll take I'll go to basketball. I'll take my Nets over the Heat plus the 6. I'm not sure they'll win the game, but hey, they have not lost a game by 5 or more this season so far. The Heat have not gone off to a great start. So you know what? I'm not sure if they'll win the game, but I'll definitely take them with the points. So I'll take 6 Steelers over Titans minus 2.5, and I'll take Nets over Heat plus the 6. All right. Alex. I mean, Chris, did you want to go next, or did you want Alex go next?
Yeah, I can go next.
All right.
I'll just do a couple NBA games. I'll go with OKC over the Pelicans on the money line. That's not even an intentional dig at Sam, but we don't have to. We can tell him I did it on purpose to mess with him. That's more fun.
Okay,
he doesn't do the show no more, so fuck him.
And then I gotta add one more to it. I'm not on the episode enough. I'll be a little homo. I'll pick the Grizzlies over the Jazz to get their first win of the season. Gotta happen. It's gotta happen eventually. They have too much talent to keep losing. So I think they can beat the Jazz. The Jazz kind of suck.
You still got John Morant's 20-game suspension, so good luck.
All right. All right, Alex, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna do a 3-game parlay.
Watch. It's gonna be basketball as usual.
Bucks money line over the Raptors. And Adam, I wanted to go head to head with you.
Who are you? Oh, really?
Yep.
Go head to head. Go head to head, Adam. Go head to head.
What is it?
Heat Nets.
Oh,
Take
money
it,
line?
Take it, Adam.
I'll take it.
Yes.
Wait. I'm not changing that bet though. I'm still doing the spread.
Take that, but take the Nets on the money line against the Heat. Adam, trust me.
I'm not changing it.
Adam, add to it. Adam, trust me.
I can't. If you pick the spread, you can't do money line against the Bulls.
Adam, you should go head to head. You a pussy. Go head to head. Pussy.
Oh wait, Alex, will you do spread instead of money line, or are you just gonna do money line?
Alex, do spread. Come on, go head to head.
Fine, I'll do spread.
Oh, okay. Is on like Donkey Kong. That or you have one more.
And I am gonna do Warriors money line. Wait, did I say Warriors already?
No, you didn't.
Oh, okay. I'll do them against Sacramento.
Hey, we are heads up. Me and Alex are heads up.
All right, I got one for Sam.
No. We're Chris's bet counts for Sam. All right. It's
all
like
right.
Tradition we do it for generations. We gotta keep it continuing. All right, who are you picking for Marcellus?
Give him Knicks money line.
Okay, I'll give him Knicks and Jets money line. Why not?
And give him Brunson for 15 points or more.
Can I just give him Knicks and Jets money line? Keep it easier.
I'm adding. I pick his bets. Remember, you get Sam's.
All right, but make it hard for me. Thank you.
Shut up, bitch. Do your job. I want Chris to go head to head with me.
All right, Michael Cunningham, last up. Go ahead.
I want Chris to go head to head with me.
What game?
I want you to pick the Knicks. We're gonna go against the. I'm gonna pick my Knicks against. Hold up, just
I'm
like the old
days.
Cavs.
Okay, picking the Cavs. Miss me with that.
You pussy.
I'll pick the Bucks on Friday.
Oh hell no, that's a loss.
You're scared? You don't trust the Knicks?
I know a smart bet from a stupid bet. All right, I'm gonna pick the Knicks money line. I'm gonna do a 3-game parlay.
Knicks with Cavs money line. Okay, gotcha.
Because today I will be at the game against the Cavaliers. I just got tickets. Hallelujah.
Oh, Mike's at the game. Yeah, I'll bet on the Cavs then.
Whoa, you're betting on the Cavs?
No, that'd be stupid. No,
okay.
I shouldn't.
Yeah, don't do it. They're frauds.
Hold up. I'm gonna do Lakers over. I can't do Lakers over Clippers because that's a game of the week. That's a rule, Chris. We can't pick the game of the week as our bet.
Well, you can.
I made that a rule before.
You made it a rule? Okay.
Fine. Yeah, you can't. You had to pick a different. If it's a game of the week. Okay, Adam, you're gonna be happy, brother.
What?
For this bet. I'm gonna take the Nets over the Heat.
Oh, nice. Family play.
And I need the points. I'm gonna take Dame time for 15 points or more for the Bucks. You know,
15 points or more. That's weak.
I'm gonna take him for 20.
You gotta go at least 20.
The team's very weak.
All right, 25. I'm
not even on the sports book.
20?
20 points or more for Dame.
Okay, good.
Because he's averaging 30 this year. He's averaging 25.
All right.
For his first game, he averaged 39 points. You can't bet against Dame.
Yeah. All right, guys. Off our best officer. So, Chris, thank you so much for coming back on. Oh my God, it's been
It's just like being on season 1.
Exactly.
All I gotta do is look in my left, and me and Chris will debate on stupid shit.
Yes, yeah, Chris, we thank you so much for coming back, buddy. It's been brings back great memories, and it's great to have you back up. Our old friend. It's been a lot of fun.
But he's still ugly though, so we still love him.
Definitely.
All right, one more, Chris, before we let you officially let you go. Tell us where else can find you.
Follow me on, I guess it's called X now. Yeah, I still feel I'm calling it Twitter actually. Twitter X at Chris Kern 11. That's where you could find me. No longer on Instagram as of a couple months ago, unfortunately. That was a fun little story. Got hacked and it's gone, and I haven't made a new one yet.
Damn.
But yeah, I'm still on Twitter.
You got hacked.
11.
Yeah, that's a little nice Halloween story.
Oh yeah, be careful on the socials. I don't really care about Instagram as much, but I just check it. I would just check it a few minutes every day, but now I can't do that.
You got hacked.
Okay.
Well, Mike is back next. I'll text my hacker to go at Mike Cunningham.
Oh!
He knows better than that. He knows better than that. Man, people are about to get smacked. You know what I'm saying? People are about to get smacked.
But yeah, Chris, we thank you so much for coming back, and we're real quick anytime. Do not be a stranger at all, buddy.
Yeah, Chris, don't be a stranger, bitch.
Definitely. Thank you, guys.
All right,
but
guys,
you,
before we officially wrap the show here, do we have any final thoughts?
On behalf, Adam, wrap it up.
You guys ready to wrap the show?
Yes, Adam. If you do that Harbo impersonation again, I will.
All right, Chris, you can make me ready. All right, guys. Wait. What? Hold on, guys. Be right back. I gotta take care of some.
Not this again.
Whoa, what the fuck? Like, are you?
This has been episode 188 of the Gay Guy Podcast. Yours truly. I'm Grassani's own personal demon, Mike Cunningham, Alex Reich, and our very special guest, Chris Kern. If you like what you just heard, be sure to leave a like and follow or subscribe to the podcast. Also, for our join the conversation in the comments YouTube or other social media, may feature what I have to say in a future episode. Remember, all my fellow devils and demons, do not assume your dreams are just fantasy. If you can imagine a world, believe in it, and dive in. See you next time. Hope you all enjoyed your Halloween, and until then, stay lit.
And we're out.